Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to do a small Thrifty Thursday, and that's an open collaboration with Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. I've just got a few things that I picked up while I haven't been on camera over the last few weeks. I got this nice lace. I haven't been to many I think this was only one or two op shops, but I haven't done much at all in that way. This is a nice little lace. I picked up this mat. I might have said in the last video. It's double-sided. If you can, oh, what was that? It's double-sided. You can just see on the corner. It was only $1. One of the cheap shops here had a 50% off their whole store sale, so I picked this mat up for $1. I thought, yep, I'll put that on my table for a while. It'll look nice and colourful. So, yes, I picked up that lace, just some jewellery bits. I'm going to pull all that apart to put on junk journals and stuff. This nice thread, I don't know what it is. It looks like that silk thread, but it's not. I don't think it's silk. What did it say here? It says acetate ribbon. Wow, never heard of that. But it's nice and flat for junk journaling, for tags and things like that. It's quite fine too. Nice and thin and fine. So that was a nice pickup of that. I picked up a few hankies and doilies. This was a nice doily. I don't know whether it's machine done or not. Oh no, it's hand done. That's beautifully done. So I picked up that. I'm thinking my next journal might be a rose journal, and there were some of these, they had little marks on them, but I loved the sheer, so I might cut pieces of that up yet. There was two of them. This doily was pretty with bells on it. It's just one mark there, a little mark there. That's alright. I don't mind the marks on them. It just shows their age, doesn't it? And then there was just some different hankies as well that I picked up. Just regular type hankies. This was off, looks like someone's cut it off clothes. But I like this one because it had shells in it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, whether I'll pull it apart or what yet. It's got little beads in there too. This one's come off a shirt as well. They were just in a packet of, I don't know whether they were in with one of the doilies or some buttons or what. Anyway, so there was that had different little beads all over it too. Little bits of chain and things like that. I picked up this bag of buttons, which I liked the colours, and there was some nice ones in there. Some nice shell ones too. That's a shell button. I wonder where the other bag of buttons went. I picked up, there's two bags somewhere. I don't know where the other bag's gone. The other bag was yellow. I'll see if I can find it. There was 3 of these boxes, and they had what do you call those cards? Index cards in there. Plus they had like little dividers, you know, like the clear tab dividers. So I thought that was interesting, but then it's all just clear, the tabs. So there was 3 of them. They all had the same in there. Plus the little boxes are, you know, they're would be good storage for something. So they're all the same. They just had all the index paper in there. What else? That's really bugging me now that I can't find that bag of yellow buttons. Where it's gone. I've just had so much stuff sitting around on my desk. I'll be here somewhere. I don't know where. Who knows where it went? Anyway, I'll keep going. I bought a couple of books. This one was from the Sistine Chapel in Rome. And we went, when we were in Europe, we went there. But these are like old postcards, I think. Like the whole book comes unravels like this. And they're just gorgeous pictures. Absolutely gorgeous. So it just describes each of the pictures in Italian. And yeah. So that is like that. So there's some beautiful pictures in there. I don't know what. I can't read that. It says museum or something. Anyway, it's quite old, which I thought was cool. Like, you could read it like a book, or you could look at it like a book, but it comes apart as well. So I got that. And then the weekend of the funeral, this is put out by Avon. My daughter came down and she said, "Mum, I thought you might like one of these." I think Nanny gave me 3 of them for some reason. I mean, she never forgot our kids' birthdays. She never, she always sent them a little gift. And she said for some reason I ended up with 3 of these, and it was just a little notebook put out by Avon. And she said, "I want you to have one of these." So it's got some beautiful pages in it. Absolutely beautiful. Mum done Avon for a long, long time while I was growing up. And she got quite good at it too. She had a lot of territory. Yeah. So all our little trinkets and things like that growing up were either Avon or little bottles of perfume, or she'd give us the little, the nail colour things to play with, and all the little sample lipsticks and things like that, which we just loved as kids to play with. So, but there's some beautiful pictures in here, and it's all matte paper. So, thank you, Mum. It just keeps giving, doesn't it? Yeah. There's another nice page there. So that's nice. Okay, I picked up a few other books. This one was Grimm's Fairy Tales. I just like the start page on this. I like the start page and some of the pictures in here. So I'll make, it's not Thursday yet, but I'm going to make this video early because I'll be busy with Asher the rest of the week. There's no date in that one. And I also picked up a little golden book, The Musicians of Bremen? 83. Looks like it's been well loved. The Wonky Donkey, I was going to give that on to Asher. It's a new book. And I picked up this note paper. This was really nice. Even the envelope was nice. Like, you got the The envelopes were like they're a parchment-y sort of paper, but I meant the big envelope that it's in. The papers were nice. The writing paper, and then the big envelope, you could use that in a junk journal. Just cover up, just this part of it. It's beautiful. So that was nice. And then I found one really nice book, and it was Natural History of the British Isles. I don't think I've got any British ones. Well, I've got plenty of American natural history and Australian, but it was nice to find this one. And there's some beautiful pictures in here. There's photos plus, I love that index paper too. There was photos plus sketches, drawings as well, that you could fussy cut out. So there's a lot I can get out of this book. And I've just got to knuckle down and get into it. Love all the bugs. Like I could get my circle punch and or oval punch and punch them out like that. That would be cool. I'm so glad I've got my punches now. And there's bugs and butterflies and all sorts of things in here. Oh, that's Mum's eulogy thing. Wasn't she beautiful? It was a nice send-off. Oh, God, I loved how they put photos in on every page. That's her wedding dress. Her wedding dress was stunning, absolutely stunning. In the middle, they were sweet peas that I didn't think they were going to be able to get any sweet peas because they were out of season, and we got roses, carnations. There was a few different flowers on the top of the coffin, and I said to my brother, if they can get sweet peas, that'd be so nice, because she used to grow sweet peas all the time. Well, when I was growing up, anyway, my part of the whole fair life with her, because the brothers, there was 8 of us, so 3 of the brothers weren't even home when I was growing up, so it was we grew up in different eras almost, and she grew a lot of sweet peas and carnations when I was growing up in the garden. So I pinched one off the coffin, and that's Mum on her bike. She had a bike with a trailer, and she put us in that trailer. She put me and my twin sister in there, and she put a towel over our heads, and she goes, I'm going to take you downtown, because she never learnt to drive. And so she put all her Avon in there, she put her shopping in there, and she'd just get out and ride everywhere. That was her freedom, the bike. It was her independence. And she would, if you know Warhope down Cameron Street, it's a really steep hill. And I remember sitting in there with the towel over our heads, just holding on for dear life. And then when we got to the bottom of the hill and into the town, she'd make us get out and walk. But, yeah, that was crazy. And we pretty much walked home because that was full of shopping. Oh, Mum. She was the rock in our family. She was the glue that held us all together. Just miss her so much. And she taught me, my sister, to do some Jesus Tender poem. And then my sister, my older sister, read a tribute to our mum through 1 Corinthians 13, 1-8. And she rewrote the love chapter of Corinthians, but applicable to our mother. And it was just so beautiful. If our mum could have spoken all languages and not loved others, she would have felt worthless. If she was able to prophesy and understand all mysteries, all knowledge, and have a religious faith that moved mountains, it would mean nothing if she couldn't love others. If she gave away all that she owned, it would gain nothing unless she could love others. Our mum was patient, kind, never jealous or boastful, proud or rude. Our mum wasn't selfish or quick-tempered. She never kept a record of our wrongs. Our mum rejoiced in the truth but never in evil. She was always supportive, loyal, hopeful, trusting, and her love never failed us. And it was just so true. So true, Mum. Anyway, I'll leave that in there to keep pressing that flower. So yeah, this book was. I think I'll get a lot out of this book. A lot of great stuff. I think it even had some shells in here, which I'm all mad about. I love my shells. I just love the connection it has to my mum. To just really, it calms me. It actually calms me down. Walking on the beach and often when I walk on the beach, if I find a shell, I'll often just roll it around in my hand, and that is very calming for me. So lots of nice pictures of I love the grasses there, aren't they beautiful? Some nice pictures of plants, more butterflies and moths and bugs, snails. It's a good book, this one. More grasses, that's beautiful, that is. And look, it's quite interesting how they tell the difference between the grasses of where it is connected onto the stems. I thought that was interesting. Never seen it displayed like that. Isn't nature just beautiful? I remember, Mum taking us around the coasts at Port Macquarie, showing us the wildflowers, just teaching us to love and respect all that sort of thing. It was just really priceless as a child. And we'd put, we'd draw pictures of them or put just a tiny little sample in a book and press it, I wish I had those books now. They all got thrown out by my father. Which, that's how he is and that's how he was. So, yeah. So that was my there's the shells. Aren't they beautiful? So these are British shells. Wow. Wow. See, we get the top shells here like that. There's a lot that's the same. I mean, they all go around the world, don't they? But it's yeah. A lot of the clammy sort of ones that live in that sand and this sort of substrate, this environment. Yeah, so that was cool. I liked that book. I also went to that shop with the 50% sale. I got a few things there. Oh gosh, I'm just dropping everything now. I got some some more tracing paper. So I was almost out of that. So that wasn't $7.95. I paid half price for that. I got some magnetic stuff to put my dyes on. I got some cotton watercolour paper. I've never had the cotton one. And it was $15 full price. So I only paid half of that. But I thought I wanted to try this cotton paper on something that I do. And then I ended up getting these colours, the neons in the paints. I got these neon paints and they were half price, so they'll go in with my jelly plate, paints. So excuse me, I need to put them on a swatch. So let's do that while I've got them out. Don't know whether I can fit them all on the one line, that's all. See, look, they're very see-through. Very, very see-through, but that's okay. They'll, you just got to learn how to put those paints down. Oh, gosh, I can't open that one. Oh, here we go. I just find it handy to have this, and it's then I can document to what paints that I have got. I know I usually take a picture of it. Once I've finished it, I'll run it through the what's it called? I'll run it through the laminator and go from there. Run it through the laminator and take a picture of it, and I keep that on my phone. So if I'm out and I'm looking at other colours, I know what I've got and I won't double up. And then, yeah, keeps it handy. And then, what can I wipe that back off? Where's my bin? My bin is engulfed in all sorts of stuff. Yeah, they're very see-through, aren't they? Very see-through. So I'll just put that aside to dry, and I think I might try and get a neon blue, and then call that a day. That will do me for colours, I think. So I got them, and I also put in an order. Oh, this was before I went away. I put in an order with Witchcraft Do You Do, and I got this number stencil. And I'll just put that up out of the way. And I've been putting it on these things that I've been making in one of the last videos. These little snippet things. So I've just gone over it with my like that. And just put some numbers on it. And then I'll get my other stamps out and go over that as well. So I like that. It's going to be a good stencil, that one. So I bought that, and I ended up caving in and bought myself some art glitter glue. Now, anyone out there, can you tell me that smells exactly like my PVA glue? And I had a little look into what goes into art glitter glue, but I couldn't find the ingredients. But it actually smells exactly the same. So what makes this better? If anyone can tell me that. I'm yet to use it, so yeah, maybe I'll find out why it's better when I use it. So I end up getting a tip as well. So yeah, that will be interesting to see whether it's any different. I've got two little agate plates here, and when I'm going to get some of that wax seal stuff, and I can sit them on that when I get that. So anyway, I think that's all. I still can't find that yellow bag of yellow buttons. Oh no, hang on. I wanted to show you this. Before I came home from Mum's, I asked Dad if I could have a little bit of Mum's hobby text. And because my mum was a big hobby text, she dealt in hobby text and she did hobby text. So I grabbed a few of her old instructions. There was a big drawer she had in my old room of what do you call it? You know, the iron-on patterns. So I grabbed some of the iron-on patterns, not grabbed, but you know, I got let's few of the iron-on patterns, and these are quite old, these ones, because you can see they've sort of gone on to the other page. But I want to make a junk journal, you know, just not of Mum, but just things that reminded me of Mum. And these are just so cool. I just love all this stuff. And I can remember cutting all these out as a kid and ironing them onto something and colouring them in with all her hobby texts. And she just had so much hobby text. I came home with one tin of colours, but just the ones that I was mainly interested in were her old, like this, her old instructions that had been scribbled on or used. That really took my interest, because I know she would have sat here for hours and hours and touched these instructions and you know, used them. And so see, like this, with, you know, this one's got Mum's writing on it, and she would have sat here, scribbled on the pattern, looked at the pattern. So I thought they would make great junk journal pages. Oh, there's two in that one. Just all instructions. See, there's whatever she was doing at the time. She's written someone's phone number. Exercise 20 minutes. What? Something 3 times a week. Sprint, then. I can't imagine. I've never seen Mum exercise other than riding a bike. She didn't need to do any other exercise after riding a bike and looking after all us lot. And then to see this sort of thing, you can smell the hobby text on it. I just loved getting that sort of thing. So I wanted to make a junk journal, like I've just said, with some of these old pages. There's more in the bag down there, but these are just, yeah, older transfer things. This one's got all New Zealand pictures in it. Oops. What is that one? Monograms and alphabets. Teenage designs. So all of that type of thing. I did bring home a little bit of her painting, just one that she had actually finished. I didn't get much. This is a little placemat that she'd actually finished. Just, I mean, I could put that in the junk journal as well, you know, in some way. There was just a couple of little unfinished bookmarks in there too. I got a couple too that, just a couple of unfinished, well, they weren't even started, of this black velvet. This one's a picture of a koala. And I was thinking the velvet, it might look nice on the a cover of a junk journal. So I'm not sure yet. So I just grabbed a couple of them as well, and so I can make a junk journal that that will be applicable to Mum, and just the things that Mum loved to do, you know, more so than pictures. It was more that sort of idea that I had for that. So that'll be fun to do sometime in the future when I can sort of calm down a bit and get over it. Not get over it, but you know what I mean, just when it's not so raw, I think. I don't know if there's anything else. I think that was it. I still can't find those yellow buttons, but I'll find them. I'll find them. And then I come home with pictures, old pictures. Like years ago, I sat down because Mum loved taking photos. And there were so many photos. I've got 8 kids. So what I did for her, how many years back would that have been now? It was a few years back now. What I did was I sat down and I went through all the photos that were loose, and what I did was I wrote, that's my nickname from a kid, Woody, but what I did was I had 8 of these bags and everyone's name on it, so that when it come that time they could just pick up their bag and take it. And yeah, I had a couple of siblings thank me for that, which was nice. So here's a few old photos. Look, this one was the pawpaw tree that Dad had grown. That's me when I was a kid. Playing with one of the puppies. We always had puppies. There was always puppies around. Because we had 2 dachshunds, long-haired dachshunds, and the neighbour dog up the road there, what was it, a poodle, it would always come down and somehow mate with our female. Oh, there's another picture of me with the puppies. That's me and my twin sister and my older sister. We always loved dressing up. Always dressing up. That's me and my twin sister. That's probably the only stage we actually looked like twins. Because we're not identical twins at all. So that's me a bit older. I think that's Oliver. That was the first grandchild in the family. So I would have been about 10 in that photo. Me in primary school. Oh, there's us as babies. I'm pretty sure that one's me. And that's my sister. Camping. That's me and Dad. Some dress up night. Looks like part of Port Macquarie. That looks like Lighthouse Beach. To me at the beach. See, we're not even just that past that stage. We didn't look that identical either. Yeah, so it was nice to get some of those photos. I need to send these ones back to my sister. I don't know how they ended up in there. That was us getting baptised. That's my sister there. So I'll have to get them back to her. And yeah, there's lots of old photos or photos that we'd sent to her over the years, and you know, they just get piled up and up and up. Alright, so that's me for today. If I find those buttons, I'll put them in another video, but I can't find them anywhere. I had the absolute pleasure too of Mum's Bible, and all her writing in here. It's just really special. I might have to share this around with some of my siblings for a while, I think, just so they can all read it. And I know she had lots of bookmarks in here, but they've all been taken out, which is a shame, because I can remember this Bible being just stuffed full. Aww. Dear Nenny and Poppy, you're invited to Ben's 3rd birthday party. Hope you can be there. Love, Dave, Valita and family. Oh, that's special. That was our Ben. She's written texts on it. She's written some lists on there of what to give some grandkids, I think, for their birthdays. Yeah, there's a lot in the back too. I know my brother would love to read this too. One of my brothers. Alright, so that's me for this week's Thrifty Thursday, and just a chat. Just trying to ease my way back into things. I still haven't finished those tigers. I think I'm going to have to do them today. Alright, so take care. If you're new here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Press that bell button to get notifications, and like and share and all that type of thing. And I'll catch you in a new video. Bye.